So day 5 in the books, and we get a chance to catch up with Shane Steichen. Shane, much happier about the offense today than he's been the previous 4 workouts. Anthony Richardson, a good day. Daniel Jones, a good day. Here's Shane Steichen talking about that good day for the offense. Didn't necessarily coincide with a bad day for the defense, so he's not teeing up the defense, but Steichen, much happier today with the offense.
I'll start off just update Alec Pierce. He had just had a nasty blister on his foot, on the ball of his foot, so we're just giving him the day off just to get that thing healed up. But overall, first day in pads, thought the guys flew around, good energy, had a developmental period, which was a live play there, just kind of moving the ball, had a sudden change period, which was good. So it was a good first day in pads.
Shane, looked like your QBs had a pretty good day today.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on those.
Yeah, both of them were solid. They were throwing the ball with accuracy, with rhythm, timing, hit some big plays down the field. So very pleased with both those guys today.
I noticed Anthony layering some of those throws.
Yeah.
Over maybe zones, I don't know, but
yeah.
Just is that a good step forward for him?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to throw these tight window throws in this league, and that accuracy and how to layer the ball and how to know when to throw it and how to throw it is big. Obviously, versus zone coverage or man coverage, whether you're throwing a 7 cut versus zone, you got to be able to lay it. If it's man, you got to throw it firm. So they did a good job with that today.
And getting it out on time is huge in those, right?
Oh,
has he
no
done
doubt.
a better job with that?
Yes, he definitely has. Obviously going into year 3, the timing, knowing the offense better. So pleased with that.
Shane, with what Braden went through last year, what did the team do to help him through it? I mean, it's more personal than team.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you guys do?
He had a chance to talk to the O-line and just explain it. And those guys, everyone had their back. The whole team had his back through the whole thing. And to have him back out here, what he went through is great. Obviously, the support from the organization, the teammates, just shows the family that we got here. So it was really good.
The personal thing is what's important, but
Yeah.
he's still a pretty good player.
Oh, he's a hell of a player. So to have him back, healthy, ready to roll is great for us.
When did you speak to the offensive line? Was it at this camp or?
Yeah, it was last season. Yeah, last season. Yeah.
And will the QB plan be the same this week, the 50-50 split?
Yeah. We'll go through that.
Do you have a date in mind, but you just don't want to say it in terms of when you want to start?
I don't. I want to let this thing play out, and we'll go from there.
Also, with 16, you have 16 padded practices. Will you be in pads most of the time?
We'll be most of the time. I think I don't know the exact number on the padded practices, but a good chunk of them.
What's impressed you the most about Juju after dealing with all that injury last year?
Just coming back, staying healthy is his biggest thing. But he's been good so far. Obviously, learning a new defense, taking that in stride. So he's made some good plays out there. We need to continue that.
How does the competition at that position help him as well as everybody else?
Oh, I think competition makes everyone better. Obviously, those guys are fighting for that spot over there. There's a couple guys over there, and they're battling like crazy.
Spencer was the only one that kicked today. Is
Yeah.
Maddox dealing with anything?
No, he's not dealing with anything. We're just giving some guys some days, and we go from there.
How much closer is Zaire being back?
Really close. Hopefully we can get him at some point this week out there. That's the hope. But he's progressing well. Obviously he's running, doing stuff. Hopefully we get him back out there this week is the hope.
Shane, from an anticipatory standpoint, when it comes to Daniel AR, what'd you like about just the way they kind of threw some guys open the game?
Yeah, just talked about it a little bit earlier, but yeah, the anticipation and the timing in this league is critical to our success, and obviously ball placement. I thought both those guys did a really nice job today with the ball placement and the timing, and that's what we need.
DJ Giddens, it feels like it's not like the jarring cuts. It's kind of subtle,
Yeah.
but it really creates space. Is that
Yeah,
what you-
absolutely. I've seen that. He's kind of a glider. You know what I mean? But he's got good burst, good vision. The stretch cut stuff on the outside zones have been really impressive. This last week and then obviously today in pad. So really looking forward to his progress in camp.
And the hands in catching the ball look real natural.
Yeah, it does. It looks real natural. So like I said, we'll continue to progress.
Back to Juju, how beneficial is it to have a local kid in the locker room and bring that community aspect to it as well?
I think it's great. Anytime you can draft a guy that's from the hometown of Indianapolis, obviously the fan support's great. Obviously his family's here, so I think that's really special for him.
Same with the run game. How do you judge when you're not thudding guys to the ground? How do you know that was a good play, this wasn't a good play, they had him?
I think the push up front, you can see it when the holes start to open up, and even when there are tight holes and it kind of gets muddy in there, then you kind of look at the backs, because when it's clean for a back, you can see it and he hits it, but when it's muddy, obviously you look at the back and his vision and what he's looking at. That's kind of how we look at it.
It doesn't really reflect the back's ability to run through a tackle, though, does it? I mean, because you're not wrapping up.
Yeah, we're just thudding in the hole is what we're doing right there. That's all we're doing.
Do you feel like the depth of your secondary is much longer with the addition of Ward and Bynum? It just feels like more guys making plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, those guys are hell of players. I mean, Mooney was the first team All-Pro, so to add him to the secondary is tremendous. And then obviously having Cam, his smarts, his ability to get guys in the right position, the communication on the back end, to add to that is huge for our success.
Do you feel better? Not to put words in your mouth, you didn't feel good about it, but do you feel better about your quarterbacks today after seeing what you saw today?
Yeah, we just want to see progress every single day as we go through camp, and both of them had a really nice day.
It's been 5 days with these guys. Is there something that stood out to you about just what's impressed you the most and what you see from the whole group of guys here as far as the mentality coming in?
I think the toughness and the competition part's been really good, and then putting the pads on today was awesome. And really, like I said, we're trying to build the mental, physical toughness, create an edge, during camp, and then really this is about coming together as a football team. And it's going to take all these guys, every coach, every player in that locker room to have success this year.
When full pads come on, you get quarterbacks wearing red jerseys, but does it increase at all for them?
I mean, they're not getting hit, but they got to know. I mean, obviously, pads are coming on. Obviously, the rush is going to be a little tighter. But again, they just got to be able to move in the pocket, create space, know when to step up, know when to escape. All those things come into play, whether we're in pads or not pads. It's all part of it.
Okay, last one here. Do you think that the whole Kick the Stigma program helped Braden feel more comfortable about coming out and speaking honestly?
Yeah, I think Kalen does a hell of a job with the Kicking the Stigma. The mental awareness that goes on in the world and in life. Obviously, these guys, they're people look at them as football players, but they're humans too, and everyone's goes through something in life that might be dealing with something. So to have that in this organization, know that we got our players' backs, no matter what happens, I think it's tremendous.
All right.
So there's Shane Steichen talking about his offense. He likes his offense. Not ready to name a starting quarterback yet, but it's not time to do that. Shane, happy with the offensive performance today. We'll see what the defense does in answer to that tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. It seems like maybe we're starting to see the offense do some things and get a little bit more urgent about stuff. We'll see if the defense raises their game tomorrow.